Good morning. Thank you for visiting Steve's Biz Hacks. Welcome to my second video blog. So today's blog is all about a word called frugality. And I remember hearing this word when I was a young man. People are frugal. And I thought it kind of meant cheap. But it really does not mean that. It means to get the most out of what it is that you have. I'm inspired to make this blog by a book that I'm going to review. If you look at my front page on my website, you will see Tim Ferriss's book, Sir Ken Robinson's book, a couple other books that I reviewed, and they're all about self-learning and self-education. And I guess most of it was inspired by becoming financially independent and making money online or having your own online business. So as I get deeper into how to become independently wealthy or I'm learning things about the two sides of the American dream. So this blog is also going to be about that. How does frugality compare to the American dream? I think when I grew up, and I don't know about you, but when I grew up, I was sold on the fact that if you were a millionaire and you had a mansion, and you had a swimming pool in your backyard, and you had a garage full of cars, and you were successful. And if in this country you can't be a multi-millionaire, it was almost like expected, like you were a failure. If you didn't become a millionaire, you were a failure. And I think deep in my subconscious, I always felt that I was going to be, like I could always feel something on the horizon, like some kind of luck. It didn't necessarily mean I was going to be a millionaire, but there was something on the horizon that really was like the sun coming up right now. It's just something magnificent that was going to happen to me. And I think a lot of Americans have this dream. And it's almost like they play the lottery. They just feel that anything could happen in this country. They could become a movie star. Right now, people feel like they're going to be viral on the internet, and I see it actually does happen. So, guys singing in the coffee shop, and somebody says, "Wow, you're fantastic." Next thing you know, he's on The Voice, or Star Search, American Idol, and then he's making movies. So it's the typical rags to riches story that I think a lot of your grandparents who came over here, great-great-grandparents, they weren't slaves. A lot of them who came over had that dream that I could be something in America. And I don't think their dream was the same as our dream. Okay, because when they came over, all they wanted was, some of them just wanted freedom from oppression. Some of them just wanted a little land. And I could see that too. I always thought that having a big plot of land in the middle of nowhere with a farm and all this land for as far as the eye can see would be like ideal. When you watch those Western movies, and give me a home where the buffalo roam type thing. So that's all. It's not a myth, okay? But compared to the normal run-of-the-mill, everyday 9-to-5ers, it's out of reach. And even if it's not, because it could happen to you, it could happen to me, there's a problem with it because we don't really know why we want it. Other than the fact that somebody said it's a good idea to have it. We don't really know why we want it. And not only do we not know why we want it, we don't know what we would do to keep it, or what it really means to have it. And this is where the word frugality comes in. And it comes from, the inspiration comes from a book called Your Money or Your Life. And the question in that book was if someone came up to you and said, give me your money or your life, what would you do? What would you do? Well, obviously, most people would give them the money because they don't want to trade in their life. So what is this thing? So basically, her point is your life is better than money. And this is where frugality comes in. And frugality could also mean fruitful in a sense. But even if you're fruitful, like I like the word fruitful because it kind of like, wow, full of flavor, full of fruit, full of sweetness, full of color, and fruitful. So frugality is not even conservatism. It is to get the most out of what you have. And to get the most, what does that mean, to get the most? You share with everybody, or you multiply it? No, what it means is you enjoy it to the ultimate degree. What that means is, if you have one car and you really enjoy it, why do you need 10 cars? I feel like I have my seatbelt on. If you have a big mansion, or you have a house, and you really enjoy it, why do you need a big mansion that holds 10 cars? If you have access to a lake or a gym, why do you need a swimming pool in your backyard? Now, I'm not saying all those things are bad, because you could have a swimming pool and you could have a gym in your house and you could have a lake in your backyard as well and really enjoy it. And that's what frugality means, is that you don't want for much because you enjoy what you have. And so it's not having that's our problem, it's wanting that's our problem. We constantly want more. We constantly want more and more and more. And how are you ever going to become financially independent if you can't stop spending money because of some value that someone placed on you through advertisement or through television? I mean, boy, the TV in this country is crazy. I mean, the things that we're showing our children in advertising and in violence and in, what's cool and what's not cool. It is totally, our values in this country are very capitalist and almost to a point of where it's dangerous. So here was another thing I fantasized about when I was a kid. What would it be like to rob a bank, have a bunch of money, Bonnie and Clyde, Al Capone, not just money but power, and I fantasized about robbing banks. And I know, people, I've heard of people who have robbed banks, and degree of separation is not that far. You might know somebody and don't even know it. But why? How much money do you need? And once you get that money, what is it that you need? A lot of people don't need the money. They need the experience and the excitement of that lifestyle. constantly running from police and the excitement of planning and anticipation, and it's sick. Nobody needs, and then when they get that money, they don't really know what to do with it. So really, that's the point of this blog post today. What do you do with what you have? Because honestly, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have, and it's not I want a millionaire lifestyle. I don't need a swimming pool in my backyard. I don't need, 2 or 3 houses around the world. Although if I had the money, I might. But I don't need it, okay? What I need is to understand that if and when I get that stuff, I have to have the right frame of mind. And right now, I feel like there's too many people out there who really aren't in the right frame of mind for wealth, because they don't appreciate the wealth they have already. And that's more or less the bulk of the essence of my post today. How to become, and we'll talk about frugality a little bit more, because I think it's a word that's associated, it has a negative connotation. And the lady who wrote this book, it was a classic, by the way, and it's a great book, and I can't wait to review it because I'm reading it right now. It's a little old school, but she rewrote it because she retired in Hawaii. The lady and her husband that wrote it became very independently wealthy, and they never needed to work anymore, and they sold this book, and they probably had other investments, and they never needed to work, and they just kind of retired early, very early. And they came out of retirement since. One of them has passed away, but the lady was talked into writing another book, more updated version, and I highly recommend it. Well, one of the important aspects I got was the law of multiplication, and what does it mean to be financially independent, and why is it that we're not savvy on the ways of getting rich that are guaranteed through the law of multiplication, and even a small amount of interest, which she uses 4%. It's the old school way of becoming independently wealthy. Right now, we just want to be wealthy to be wealthy. We just want to be wealthy so that we can show people I'm successful, and look at my car, look at my house, look at my job, look at my wife, look at my trips, look at my bank account, look at this, and that's, to me, the problem. And it doesn't really lead to happiness. What leads to happiness is the fact that you can enjoy things to the ultimate degree. That leads to happiness. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day. And I hope you get to read the book called Your Money or Your Life.